He back
Yeah. School
for half a
proud,
second.
casual boxing fan. So yo, man, holla at me, man. What's good with you?
Man, what's good, Slim?
I don't know, man. So we was talking about Tank, right? Earlier, right? And I was just thinking, right? Cause he really ain't like where his trainers at. You say you told me you saw something with Mill City, what Coach Kenny said.
Yeah, he was like, the people. He said, yeah, the people asked the question, where him and I think Coach Calvin was or something that, and also they added, if it isn't broke, what's the saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Hell yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, so yeah, that was, yeah. Coach Kitty agreed with the last part. He didn't respond to the part about not being a part of the team or whatever.
So he still ain't so you up here talking about a rematch, right? With Lamont Roach. This nigga don't even know who his trainers are.
I asked my youngin, right. I asked him the question because he didn't hear the show earlier, right? So I was just gauging to see where the people were at when it came, with the rematch, right? I said, man, what's your thoughts, young? On the rematch with Tank and Lamont. He said, I ain't really interested. I was like, wow, man. I couldn't believe it.
Who cares? I told you, who cares, man? Tanking who? Yeah, man. I can't wait to
I
see
thought
Tank
people would
fight
want to
again.
see that run back, man. A good matchup, man. That's a good matchup.
The world don't want to
I
see
just
it,
want
man.
to see good boxing, man. What's wrong with that?
The world don't want to
That's
see
a
it,
good
bro.
fight. That's a good fight. Not only you see good boxing, it's a good fight.
The world don't want to see it, and not only that, it'll be the worst thing for Tank's career. Salute the hood, Rich, man.
Salute, Hood Rich.
It'll be the
So I
worst
mean,
thing. It'll be the worst thing for Tank's career, and nobody wants to see it.
so if you're Lamont team, man, I'm going to have to I've got to put myself in position, man, to make the most I can while it's hot.
Yo, so I'm gonna tell. All right, so like I was saying, yo, salute to Mike Roz, man. Yeah, Sugar Ray Rob, man. Sugar Ray Robinson. I got to give. I actually seen a few of his fight films. Like Sugar Ray Robinson was nice. I ain't even seen his best work. So yeah, he was nice. But yeah, so my thing, right? Check it. If you tank and you not going to fight Lamont Roach in this rematch, right? And you not going to give Shakur Stevenson a bag, right? And all right, now, they ain't gonna run that back, Mike. They ain't gonna
Yeah,
run
yeah,
that
that's how I
back.
was gonna read. I was gonna read Mike Ross' statement. He said, "Respectfully disagree. Tank has to take that challenge." Okay, okay, I'm glad. Okay, so it might be people who still very much interested in seeing that rematch, man.
No, nobody in the casual boxing community cares if that fight ever happens again. And that's the only community that Tank cares about. Because Tank told y'all, he told all y'all niggas, all y'all hardcore fight fans, as far as I'm concerned, I'm already the greatest of all time. Coming from where I come from, I already won. I don't care about no legacy, no belts, no nothing. He's told y'all niggas this, man. So why would he care how y'all feel about that rematch? It would have to be how he feels about it. If he feel personally like he got to run that back, that's on him. But honestly, he ain't got to run it back. It's not going to affect his legacy at all.
Okay, with that being said, then what's your next move then? Because
Jake Paul, nigga.
Lamont has to wait on Tank, I believe, because he already signed for the rematch clause, right? It's up to Tank. So,
That's
like you
what I'm
said,
saying.
what's Tank's next move then? If you don't want the rematch with Lamont, what's Tank's next move?
So if you Tank, right, you don't want to fight Shakur. That should be your next move because you could beat Shakur, right? Big fight, legacy fight, and you get a bag, but you don't want to fight him because you don't want him to get a bag either, right? Lomachenko, Mike, maybe. But Loma got a bad back, and he said he shook. He was shook last year, right? And then you got Keyshawn. Will Keyshawn's people let him fight Tank? To me, that's the real question. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm running Keyshawn's camp, I'm like, no, we don't fight Tank yet. We doing it, we cooking that at least another year or two when his odds are better of winning the fight. Because right now, Tank will beat him on experience alone, right? So
Okay, okay. Hey,
Bob Aaron
stop
will
right
not
there.
give
Stop
Keyshawn
right
the
there.
Tank. Now I'm answering your
You
question.
no,
I'm answering your
before
question.
you move on, I want you said something that's very key right here, right? You talked about Keyshawn, right?
Bob Aaron will not give Keyshawn the Tank.
No,
Not right now.
have you heard that that seriously trying to make Keyshawn and Tio at 140, and it goes very much into your protection plan that you talked about.
Yeah, I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. It goes on. Yeah, he moving to 140 to get out Shakur's way. But now so we're gonna put a pin in that, right? Because this point right here is gonna add to that one. If Tank don't want to fight Shakur, what's his best move? Because Bob Arum is not giving him Keyshawn Davis. Ain't gonna happen, right? What is it? Lamont Roach rematch. Al Heyman does not want that to happen, right? What is your next move? Jake Paul. Eddie Hearn said, I know he's fighting Jake Paul in November. The Jake Paul circus is your next move. If you don't know who your trainers are and you want to get out of boxing,
Damn, that's right. I forgot about Eddie saying that, Jay. I forgot about that.
yeah, so I mean, like, you want to get money, right? Al does not want you to rematch this kid from DC. He don't want it to happen, right? Because it's a financial
Damn.
disaster. Jake Paul is your only move. If you talking a bag, and that's to answer your question. Now, if you Shakur and that happens, you fucked. Because people are still going to not want to watch you fight, right? And now, because there's no Tank around, they're going to not want to watch you fight even more. They'll be even less interested in your fights. Only the hardcore boxing heads will be watching Shakur Stevenson and appreciating him. But there ain't no money in that. The turkey money ain't going to be around forever. Niggas got to jump on that while it's around.
Cause you talked about that, with Dana White and how he moves and how we was talking about that, how he has a certain pay structure like in the UFC, and he's gonna bring that to that. Was that TKO is what it's called or something?
Yeah, TKO boxing.
So in the meantime, like you said, he didn't like the fact about the stadium or something. He ain't like a stadium
And I
fight.
heard they changing the venue, but I'm not sure. That's not official yet.
You
But I heard
think
they moving the date and changing the venue. I'm not sure about that though. So you know how it is with boxing news. You got to vet that shit.
I mean, it do kind of make sense, right? Because I mean, it's right in the smack middle of football season.
Yeah, but So let me ask you this: how do you feel about Jake Paul's fights? Because I truly believe Tank's fighting that man in November.
All them fights been fixed. I've been saying that shit. All
All
the
the
way even
fights
to the
been
Mike
fixed.
Tyson joint. Remember I said even the Mike Tyson joint.
Hold on, yo, time out. Let me read what Mike Ross saying. Shaking my head. For the money, I respect it, but that's silly. They should be on the way. They should be on the way to fight. Yep. Not a fight after a scrap on a draw. Exactly. Have something to prove. Shaking my head. Jake Paul shaking my head. Fuck out of here. Canelo should. Right? Canelo don't respect no shit like that. Canelo only used the Jake Paul play to get more money out of the turkey bag. You know what I'm saying? Out of turkey bag the plug. That was all that was about. But Canelo told, he says he's a fake fighter, and those are fake fights, right? So I'm just saying, and that's why Canelo don't like Rolly. And that's why Rolly don't like Canelo no more, because Rolly found out how much Canelo don't respect him, in my opinion. I'm speculating. I don't know that. I just heard that,
Man, you
right? I heard,
speculating.
I heard that Canelo don't respect Rolly as a fighter mad that Rolly just beat his little brother. Yo, Hood Rich. David Benavidez walk around at 200 pounds, man. Like Canelo Alvarez, he said, meanwhile, Canelo's scared of David, right? That's true. That's true. At the same time, it ain't worth the David Benavidez fight ends Canelo's career. He's going to take too much of a beating in that fight. You see all these bags he's getting now? So now, looking at what he's about to do with Turkey, right? Canelo Alvarez just got a solid gold belt. He got a solid gold championship belt with real fucking gold on it, right? Given to him by the Saudi royal family, right? And now he about to get 150 purse just to show up to fight a smaller dude, right? Now, if he'd have fought David Benavidez last year and got beat the fuck up, none of this happens. So
Hey,
why
let me
would
ask you
Canelo
that.
fight David? Of course he's ducking Benavidez. Are you
Hey, you
mad at
think
him?
all the ring belt winners, you think all them joints made to go?
No, just
Just
Canelo's belt
just Canelo?
is 100% gold.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
100% gold. The metal part is 100% gold, my nigga. You know how much that belt worth, nigga? Wow. No, when he said 100% gold, it ain't gold plated. Like that right there on in the middle, the middle, that's a gold bar, my nigga. How much does that shit weigh? What's the price of gold right now?
I don't know, man. That shit gonna get outrageous in a couple of years. Probably gonna be 10,000 in a couple of years.
And that nigga got that as a trophy. He ain't got to give that back, right? And on top of that, you getting 150 M's, nigga. Man, if I'm Canelo Alvarez, I'm like, fuck David Benavidez. That young 200-pound nigga can wait. You know what I am not trying. I am not trying to handle all that right now.
Nah, I
I
ain't
mean,
trying
like,
to mess
nah.
with that.
If we fighting for life or death, maybe, nigga. But I am not getting in the ring with you, nigga. Hell no.
You way
Of
too
course he
big for.
ducking.
You way too big, man.
He ducking, of course. Yes, Canelo's ducking, man. Yes, nigga. Yes. But look at Canelo's resume. His resume is the best in boxing. So I mean,
I can't argue with you
yeah. So it
in
is
this
what it
era. At
is.
least this era. This era.
Yeah. So, but but you were saying, right, Jake Paul. So you saying like, so I was always thinking the Mike Tyson fight. I didn't think it was fixed at first, but then I looked at it, fixed as fuck. That Mike Tyson fight was fixed as fuck.
So they saying he gonna fight a real fighter in Chavez Jr. Man, you think that's gonna be fixed too?
I mean, have you seen the interview with Chavez Jr.? One of the latest interviews?
He's still out there.
Meffed up and glassed out. Eyes like this, man. Eyes like this. And this dude, man, of course he'll take a dive. He looking for his next hit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
And
damn.
Tyrone Woodley fight, that shit did not look. Yeah, I'm talking the second one. I saw it, man. He did the handshake and then he dropped it. He dropped his left, hit me. Tyrone Woodley's a professional fighter. He done been hit, right? Of course you can hit me for an extra meal. I'm gonna sell it too. Hit me clean too. Bam. Drop. You could tell it was fake by the way he fell from the knockout. He just fell and landed and just planted there, right? It was just like, come on, man. Come on, man. Maybe in the movies.
That was the Apollo Creed joint.
Yeah, that was exactly, man. Maybe in the
That was the
movies,
Apollo
nigga.
Creed. That was the
Yeah,
Apollo Creed knocked out.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he really hit you, but come on, man. He didn't knock you out. He didn't knock you out. That extra meal knocked you out, nigga. Yeah.
So hold up then. Well, hold up. Would that him and Tank be a real fight then?
I'm gonna tell you why it'll be a real fight. Because of the
Explain.
weight.
You got to explain that.
Jake Paul is 200 pounds, 225 pounds. And he's probably on everything I just said is allegedly. I don't know if it looked like that to me, right? It looked like them fights were fake as fuck, right? And allegedly, Jake Paul like the juice. And he 200 some pounds, right? And he ain't fighting real fights. So, you know what I'm saying? If he
So
goes in
so
that
so
fight,
how they gonna push that joint as David versus Goliath, the
you
little
can make
man versus the giant?
yeah, and you gotta make that one a real fight. You can't have that one be fake, bruh. You know why? Because of the size disadvantage. Like you almost weigh 100 pounds more than this man, right? So you ain't gotta pay him. You ain't gotta pay. Like let him come at you. If he drop you, he drop you. But you're not going to receive any real damage like getting hit from somebody your size. Like for keeping it real, Tank could daze him, Tank could drop him, Tank could do a lot, but Tank won't send him out of there with real damage.
Tank can end him with a body shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But Tank has those options, right? He's far superior boxer, right? But I'm just saying the size advantage and
Oh,
disadvantage is such that he don't gotta fix that fight. That could be a real fight. And I want to see that. That's a science experiment. That fight is a science project.
now we talked about him and Inoue fighting, right? Got uh.
That's the real fight. That's a real fight that I want to see.
No. I just want to bring that up because you said that price would be $100, right? We could
He
probably even get 120
pay-per-view,
for that goddamn fight, right? How much you think they're gonna get for that Jake Paul Tank fight?
it's gonna be on
How much
Netflix.
how much they charge?
It's gonna be on Netflix.
Shit, you still gotta pay?
Well, you don't you get it with your Netflix subscription?
Nah,
Yeah,
you do?
yeah.
How do they make money on that?
Ad revenue. How Netflix
Oh,
make money? If Netflix has a program that millions of people are gonna tune into, Netflix just got paid.
hold up, yeah, that's right. Cause that Jake Paul Mike Tyson joint. Oh yeah, cause that joint. Cause remember that joint kept looping.
Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah, 'cause I guess it was so many damn people.
yeah. That's right, Mike. Ads, bruh. Ad revenue. Netflix, like, what they say, like 70 million people watch Jake Paul, Mike Tyson. You know how much ad revenue they done made on that? A lot.
You said they can, and he gonna probably have one of them female fighters on that card too.
Now, yo, so I mean, like, but they say this is for November, right? But with the fact that you mentioned Monster makes me want to go back to talking about real boxing. Because I don't want to see Tank have to fight Jake Paul. Like, I don't want to see the shit, right? But I'm gonna watch it
But see,
because
Monster on
it's a
record.
science
Monster on record.
experiment.
But remember, Monster's already on record in a recent interview over here in America that's saying he's not going over featherweight 126.
Yeah, people say a lot of shit, man. People always saying shit, right? Nothing talks like the money. The money always speaks the loudest.
We'll
And
see.
so yeah. I mean, like, yeah. So niggas say a lot of shit, man. Niggas be saying a lot of shit.
Again, man, if I'm the month, man, I'm going to Keyshawn's fight June 7th, right down the road in Norfolk. I'll take that 3 hour, 4 hour drive down to Norfolk, be front and center, position myself just in case, because I don't know what's going on.
So yo, but Tank and Monster though, right? Like, it's no reason that Turkey don't want to put that together. If I'm Turkey Al Sheik, right, and I'm not making money, and I'm gonna keep saying this, right, because people don't seem to get it. What these fighters are getting right now is a magical bag, right, from an
You know what the problem
Saudi
is, though?
Arabian leprechaun that's coming in with a magical bag, right, and like blessing fighters. This will never happen again, right? This is like the crypto rush. This is like the
The
this is like the
crypto
tech
rush.
boom in boxing. This will never happen again, right? So you're right. Niggas like Lamont Roach better jump on that shit, right? And just because Tank already making money, right? But these niggas will never see this type of money again. So they gotta do it. They gotta do these fights, bro. And that's a fact. But if Turkey wants to actually make money, you gotta do Monster versus Tank. Turkey, if you listening, King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
Monster versus Tank. Put the money
Say it
up.
again.
The
King Kong
casual
versus
community wants to
Godzilla.
see that.
King Kong versus Godzilla. Can you imagine the trailer, man? Man,
Bruh,
that joke would be vicious.
the casual community and the boxing community wants to see that fight.
Man,
If you
get some
make it happen at a catchweight.
Japanese MMA and MMA in that joint. Man, that joint gonna be fire, man. That joint be fire, Slim. I'm trying to tell you.
That fight has shut down the boxing game, man. It'll shut down the
Hey,
boxing world.
man, but the only problem I got with that,
What's up?
he paying that type money. You know what's going. He gonna want that over in Saudi Arabia, man.
Not the money wouldn't talk. I said to make money,
Hey,
right?
I don't think he care about that, man. I don't even think he care about that
No,
seriously.
but the example I'm giving, right, is if he wanted to actually make money on the fight, you do Tank and Monster, King Kong versus Godzilla in the United States of America. You will do an insane amount of return on your investment. You will rival Floyd Mayweather numbers. You make that fight happen if you actually want to make money. Because keeping it real, Turkey Island Sheik, you have not made money, bro. I know you haven't made any money. You would thought, and it's nothing to Turkey. He spends this type of money on his kids' birthday parties.
Hey, dog. You
He
know where
probably
you gonna have that
what
fight?
he's paying Canelo, he probably spent on his daughter's birthday party.
Hey. You know what I had that fight too?
Where?
Madison Square Garden, New York. Madison Square Garden, New York. That's where I'm
As,
gonna have that fight.
as long as it's in the
I'm
States,
taking it to the garden. I'm taking it to the garden in the States.
as long as it's in the States, it works, right? And they do it the right way, they'll make record numbers. It doesn't matter. It don't matter who fire stick it.
I'm bringing that to the garden up in New York.
I mean, wherever, as long as it's in the States, not in Saudi Arabia, not in London, not in, know what I'm saying? Yo, salute to H Money, man.
Hey, salute H Man.
So, but if they really want to do that, they want to get a bag, that's the route they got to go, in my opinion, bro. Because, like, other than that, man, like, Dana White gonna come in and this turkey bag shit gonna stop. It's gonna
Because
stop, bro.
hey, Slim, for real though. Remember we was talking about it earlier though, about that whole 135 situation. For real though, if you Lamont, I, if you Keyshawn after this fight, right? Who you calling? I know you're gonna
But
say Tank, but he ain't getting Tank. We already know that he ain't getting Tank.
you still say Tank's name, right?
Why?
Because Tank is the name that gets you like weight, right? But the reason you said because you Keyshawn, right? And you already got your own star power, like you are a rising star. As long as you keep winning in spectacular fashion, you're only going to become more popular, right? And if you knock out the dude that your homie ran from, your name is going to rise up even higher. If Tank retires, if Tank leaves boxing and goes to fight Jake Paul, right? And then goes to do whatever the fuck else in the circus he wants to do until he gets his mind right, right? That's going to take Keyshawn Davis, if he keeps winning in spectacular fashion, to the stars, man. To the
And that's why
stars.
I go
Because
back. That's
Shakur
why
and
I go.
Haney can't do it.
That's why I go back to what you were saying, right? No, what I was saying about that whole situation with De Los Santos, that he wants to do it to show what he can do with old boy. I say you said he doing it to avenge his best friend. Okay, I get that. I get that. I think he just wanted to let the people know what he can do, right? And then why not fight Lamont and see what you can do with him, the other person that you not gonna fight, and see what you can do with Lamont.
Who? With who?
Lamont.
Who?
There you go, man. You on that bullshit.
Yo, who? No, who? Lamont, who?
Lamont Roach Jr.
Oh, oh, oh shit.
You on that bullshit.
I forgot
You on
all
that
about
bullshit.
that nigga, man. I
That's
forgot
why he
all
got to be
about
at
that
that fight.
nigga, man.
That's why he got to be at that fight.
Yo, I forgot all about that nigga, man. That nigga still boxing?
You on that bullshit. Why you on that
Yo,
bullshit?
I'm just saying, we talk about like Monster Inoue and Tank Davis and you know what I'm saying, Keyshawn Davis, and like you talking about who what's younger name again?
That's a valid point, man. He already said he ain't fighting his best friend, and I agree, man. That's his best. That's his best friend. Man. I go back and looking at all them old interviews I had with him. I agree, man. That's his boy, man. If he don't want to fight his
Tank and
boy, he don't
Lamont
want
is
to fight his
friends.
boy, man.
Your boy Lamont and Tank are friends, bro.
But Key
What's
and
the
Shakur
but?
are brothers. They brothers, man.
What's the but? You saw
They brothers. That's
I put the
friends
video.
and
No, they
brothers.
not,
Friends
man.
and brothers.
They're not actually blood brothers, right? I put the video evidence up. Like you about to get into a fight with a nigga, right? And you having an intervention with the nigga saying, "Oh man, you ain't yourself right now, man. I don't want to fight this version of you," right? And he up there, a nigga who's known for crashing out in press conferences on his opponents, right? Like, yo, saying like, don't bring your mother, your daughter, nobody. I'ma break your jaw. I'ma bust all this up, right? Jumping up in it, you pussy, right? Making niggas flinch, right? All of a sudden, he like, yo, you brought your mother? Man, come on, man. Mom Duke's here, man. Man, I can't do that. Like, man, wait, come on, man. And then your mom's in the crowd, right? Sweet motherly tone, right? Tank, you know me, right? And then you start, and now all of y'all are laughing together. You, your opponent, and his mom, y'all all sharing a laugh. And you telling me these niggas ain't tight?
Them niggas is. Remember we was talking
Try to
about
tell me these niggas ain't tight.
nigga. It felt like a sparring match to me, right?
No.
Even though they
I'm
was
just saying
banging,
though. No.
even though
We
they
can
was
get to the
banging out.
fight. We can get back to the fight. But I want to talk about what you said first, right? You said Keyshawn and Shakur are too close to fight, right? And I just showed you an example where this man brought his mother, right? And they all share a laugh together. With Tank Davis, a nigga who's known for crashing out on niggas on stage, bruh. Come on, bruh. These niggas is homies. You telling me these niggas ain't friends? So, all right, now let's get back to the fight now, right?
Hold up,
So,
man. Hold up, man. Hold up.
but you giving Keyshawn and Shakur a pass though.
I'm giving
They,
him a
they
pass,
get
man. And
why
I
do
look
they
back
get?
at them old interviews I did with him, man. I'm just like, damn, Slim, that is, man, little bro to him, man. I mean,
No,
yeah,
I'm just
that's
saying.
big bro.
What's so sweet about their story, right? That doesn't apply to Tank and Lamont. Tank and Lamont is friends, bro. They homies.
Again, you keyword is friends, man. They said they brothers, man. Goddamn, man. They brothers.
I'm just saying, man, you really can't use that as an excuse because they're not really brothers. And there's niggas out here who just as tight
But
and
see, but see, but see,
who will totally fight each
no,
other.
listen. That's why everything goes along with what you said with the protection plan, man. He about to take it on the chin for his boy, move up to 140. He said he want that smoke with T.O., man.
Yeah, it's cool because it don't hurt Keyshawn either way. That's
Yeah,
why he with it.
yeah.
So if you're from Keyshawn's perspective, right? I'm really just getting up. I got 13 fights in. I'm already champion, right? Niggas know my name. I sell out every time I fight. I got my brothers on. We a company. I don't fight without them, right? Like everything's going well. If my homie been working hard at this, I could crush all of that. But why I'm gonna do that? That's not what I'm about, man. You know, Keyshawn, good kid, believe in Jesus. You know, he's serious about all that. And it's kind of like, why would I crush my brother's hopes and dreams? And we both fighters, right? Because he knows that would devastate Shakur. It wouldn't bother him. If they fought and Keyshawn lost, he would still be cool. But that shit would bother Shakur if he lost, man. And I believe Keyshawn sees that shit. I see that shit in that nigga, man. That shit would seriously bother him losing to that man. But he would lose. Shakur would lose that fight, bro. So Keyshawn, and this is
Well, we
all
ain't,
my
we ain't
opinion.
got
I
to
don't
worry
know.
about seeing it, man. They brothers, man. They are
No,
brothers.
they not.
They are
Shakur
brothers, man.
Stevenson.
What are you talking
No,
about, man? They are
no.
brothers.
They're not, bro. Shakur Stevenson is playing that friendship, right? And hiding behind that shit.
I
And
disagree. I
he's using
disagree.
that shit for no. Keyshawn walked up to him and said, nigga, are we going to fight or what? Did that happen? What did Keyshawn Davis tell you?
Why you bringing that up, man?
No. Keyshawn Davis walked up to you and said, I pulled up on Shakur Stevenson and said, are we going to fight or what? Did that either happened or it didn't happen?
Why you pulling the evidence
Bro,
like that?
time out. That either happened or it didn't happen.
That's what he said. That's what
So that
I mean.
happened. And so it happened. And then what was Shakur Stevenson's reply to that?
300 mil.
Or we not doing it. Each. He says
He,
300 mil
he,
each. Yo, nigga, Turkey Island Sheik ain't paying that much for nobody. Like, hell nah. Hell nah, nigga.
Little grind hard said, "Ain't no friends in boxing." What the fuck is we talking about? What?
Exactly, Luda.
It is
Exactly.
friend, man. These are brothers, man. What are y'all talking about? Y'all are tripping, man. The whole chat is tripping right now. These are
No,
brothers, man.
no,
I'm on the
no.
other side of the fence.
Shakur Stevenson, what like
They
the
ain't gotta
world,
fight each other, man.
the real niggas of this planet will not sit back and let Shakur Stevenson hide behind a friendship, knowing that he fears he might lose to that man. His youngin. Everybody in that camp know, right? That Keyshawn Davis has exactly what it takes to beat Shakur Stevenson.
Why you trying to do that to these brothers, man? Trying to separate them like that, man.
Oh, time out. Are we talking about two boxers?
These are brothers, man. Why are you trying to
So
separate these two brothers, man?
are
They
we talking?
are trying to grow in the sport of boxing, man, to be rich for their families, man. They be at each other's house, each other moms cooking, but you want them to fight each other, man. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, I mean that's what the world coming to. I want two boxers to fight. Yeah, okay.
These are brothers, man. That would be like the two. I mean, nah, that ain't the same, but
You can't even say it, bro.
I can't even say. I can't even say.
Yo, Mike, that's right. Mike say, damn, calling out Shakur for saying Tank okay to skip the rematch. Nah, I'm just saying I don't want to see the rematch. I
Oh,
don't want to see it.
it's
Nobody
funny.
wants to see that rematch.
Hey, Mike, you know what's funny, right? I had talked to my boy. I had told my brother, right? I was like, yeah, I hollered at my boy off after the show. I just wanted to get gauge. I said, man, what's your thoughts on the Mont Tank rematch? He said, man, I ain't really interested in seeing it. And it shocked me. I was like, why not, man? That was a good fight. Man, he said, yeah, I've been there and done that. I already saw it. Just move on. On to the next. I was like, damn, young, is people really feeling like that?
Nobody wants
I
to see
want to
that
see it.
rematch.
I want to see it. It was a great fight, man. I want to see it again.
Nobody want to see it. The majority of the public don't care about it. The
Hey,
majority of the
hey,
public has already forgotten about it.
we need to do a goddamn poll because who they say? Doctor who? I can't see it. Dr. Lucky? Is that
Yeah.
Dr. Yeah. Speak for yourself, my brother. I would love to see the rematch.
I know it's a few dudes, or it's like a few people, right, that would want to see the rematch. Most of them might be hardcore boxing fans, right? But the majority of the fans and how these niggas is making money is with casuals, right? Casual boxing talk, man. Nobody want to see that shit. Nobody wants to. Yo, niggas want to watch that fight as much as they want to see Shakur Stevenson shadow boxing. It's the same amount of interest.
Hold up, man. Why you be so hard on Shakur, man?
Shakur, my man, what you talking about? I said Shakur's a beast. I said the nigga fight like a mongoose. I say if that nigga didn't have brittle hands, he'd be a beast. I said Shakur, if Bill Haney did not make him flinch on that 25%, would have already been undisputed champion. He would have already, and none of this shit would be an issue. So
Why you
I
get
ain't
that man?
arguing, nigga. I
Why
just
you
tell the
call that
truth.
man? Okay, why you call that man Shady Shakur then?
Who called him shady? Like
You
who
call
named
him
him shady?
Shady. Huh?
Me? I called him that.
Don't you call him Shady Shakur?
Yo, you should do your research.
Who call him Shady?
It's a bunch of niggas in New Jersey that call him shady. right?
Oh, speaking of that, you know, him and Edgar Berlanga don't got into it since he was like, man, I ain't trying to be on no undercard of Edgar Berlanga. And then he was like, he took it back. I ain't mean it like that. I thought they was boys. And then he get into it with Oshaki Foster. I was like, God damn, Slim.
Yeah, but Oshaki Foster kind of like I don't know what he doing, man. Oshaki Foster talking about stuff that's like, you know what I'm saying, could get niggas.
Oh, I wasn't even talking about that. I ain't even bring that bullshit up.
Yeah, Oshaki Foster need to chill with that. I mean, I know he made you mad, but come on, man.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yo, Mike. I don't be hating on Shakur. I just be telling the truth, man. I tell the truth on everybody. Ask me the truth about anybody. On my opinion, I'm gonna just tell you how I feel about it. Like for real. Like niggas want to know about that Tank Lamont Roach fight. How to feel about it? Tank got his ass beat. Like he lost the fight. He lost the fight. That was a knockdown, right? He should have got suspended. I mean, should have got disqualified with the face wipe. All that's true. I feel like Lamont won that fight. Tank's still my man, and I don't want to see the rematch. And I still would pay to see any Tank fight. That's real talk. I'd watch Tank fight Jake Paul. Facts. Facts. I would do videos if Tank went to wrestling. If Tank went to WWE, I'd be doing videos about that shit. It's just what it is, man. It's just what it is. Hood Rich saying your boy's doing whippets. Yeah, man. Oh, man, Oshaki jumped out the window on that joint, man. Oshaki jumped out the window on that. Yo, he put all that man business in the streets, man. Yo, Dr. Lucky say anything fight would include the rematch. Yo, the thing is, yo, Doc, the rematch is cool, right? I'm just saying they ain't got to do it now. It's a lot better fights on the plate for Tank as far as the casual boxing fan is concerned. And that's just a fact, bro. That's just a fact. And honestly, like I say, man, I'm gonna keep hyping this one up. I think the fight in boxing is Tank Davis versus Monster Inoue. I think that's the fight that shuts down boxing. Yo, salute the tunes, man. Yo, that's Sugar Ray Robinson in the background. You asking who the fighter in the background? That's Sugar Ray Robinson. Like, in my opinion, Floyd the GOAT. But, yo, I give Ray number 2. I give Ray number 2 pound for pound. Yeah. So, yeah, all right, Doc, that's what's up. That's what's up. But, yeah, man, I just wanted to pull up and talk about that for a minute, man. But, yo, it's been real. So I'm going to start doing like 2 lives a day. And I might do another one tonight. But, yo, appreciate everybody in the chat, though. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan. Peace.